Now at 5, the day after two planes crashed, a fourth body is found.
It was really sad to know. In the evening we got the news, and then it was really frightening.
Tonight, families, friends, and a flight school struggle to understand what led up to a mid-air collision. Sources tell CBS 4 News the planes were flying at 1,400 feet when they collided.
But why they crashed remains a mystery tonight. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is in West Miami-Dade tonight with the latest on the investigation.
Holy bro. What the
Stunning video of plane parts falling from the sky after two small planes collided midair.
We look up and all you see is this giant ball of flame. You see one spinning, falling down, and the other one's just engulfed in flames, falling down.
4 people were on board those two planes that were based at Dean International Flight School at Miami Executive Airport. Yesterday, search and rescue teams recovered 3 victims. Today, they found the 4th.
And we began about 8:15, 8:20. And approximately 9:25, we got a call from our homicide detectives that they were able to locate that 4th body.
Carlos Zanetti Scarpati is the 4th person found. Sources tell CBS 4 News he was located a little ways away from his airplane. We're told he was learning to fly in the Piper aircraft with George Sanchez.
Mr. Scarpati, he was a student, a fairly new student at the school, at the flight school, and he was in the aircraft with the instructor, George Sanchez, who we identified yesterday as one of the bodies that we first recovered.
We're also learning more about 19-year-old Nisha Sewell and 72-year-old Ralph Knight. We understand they were in the Cessna.
In the other aircraft, there was a Ralph Knight, a 72-year-old white male. He is a pilot, subcontracted inspector for FAA. And Nisha Sewell, who's a 19-year-old, the female that was identified yesterday, she is also a pilot, but she was doing what they call their flight check. And Mr. Knight was obviously the inspector.
Knight lived in Lake Worth. He was well known to students there. They remember him as a very experienced pilot.
It was really sad to know. In the evening we got the news, and then it was really frightening. If it can happen with such an experienced pilot, so of course we are the students.
You heard the crash, and then I guess you heard like the weird sound of a prop.
Jesse Keenan owns Coopertown Everglades airboat tours. The crash was so close, everyone here heard it. His airboats raced to help and are still helping federal investigators on the scene.
Basically just seeing where the debris of the planes were and where the planes had hit and crashed, and they started searching through the grass to see if they could find anything else.
Both the FAA and the NTSB are on the scene trying to figure out what caused these two planes to crash midair. In West Miami-Dade, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.